Oh my God, look at this thing.
Oh, already though.
That's like a pool of poop. Alright, so looking at the panels, the one that we got yesterday from the junkyard was actually had manual windows, so they actually had a handle for you to spin the window up and down. In this case, they're power windows. Now we still have the same space on the black ones that we took out than this one does, but that means we just have to make a cut it out and then install this one on the ones that we got from the junkyard. We'll see how that goes. All right, so I'm over here working on the door, and if you guys can see, this door handle is blue, like the rest of our interior. So we're gonna, like we said, we're gonna swap it out to black. All it's gonna take is just 2 bolts or 2 nuts.
These nuts?
No, there are 2 bolts. Take these 2 bolts out, remove it, unclip the lock and the handle mechanism, and then we'll swap it out. Before I do that, I'm gonna give this thing a little quick cleanup before I throw it in the door. So all I'm using is a quick detailer interior from McGuire's, so I can clean these plastics up and metal. So when I throw it back in the car, it looks brand new. All right, guys, so you guys can see here, me and Mika just used Big Jeff's trick. We got interior detailer and cleaner from McGuire's, and then we also have the Ultimate Black Plastic Restoration Kit.
So if you put this stuff on and let it sit and actually soak it up, leave it for a couple hours, come back, wipe it off,
Wipe it down. Yep.
and it was gonna look almost new.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm doing. So.
You never know.
Got him!
So what I'm doing right now, I'm putting all the bolts and nuts that we took off of the dash. I'm putting everything right back where I got it out from. So for when this thing goes out to paint, actually when it comes back from paint, we have all the screws, nuts, and everything, all the bits that came out of it. Now we can keep everything OEM. This is not one solid carpet. 2 small carpets. Look at that. That's gross. And I already see more wiring dangling that don't belong here. And it stinks. Alright, to the other side. Alright, next up, door panel.
Oh, the carpet's out.
Yeah, so it's a 2-piece. Let me show you something real quick. You guys see this right here. This is a 6.5-inch speaker, right? You guys see this big gap? Look at this gap. See that gap? That's not helping with the sound at all. Which means that this door has a 5.25-inch speaker hole for a 5.25-inch speaker. This is a 6.5-inch speaker, which is fine. If you're trying to go bigger, that's cool. Perfect. Whatever. The bigger, the better the sound, right?
Bigger. And bigger is better. Everyone's gonna love these new portion sizes.
They do sell spacers. So you can install a 6.5 speaker into a 5.25 hole. With no speaker, and you went bigger to get a better sound, you actually did the opposite. you actually went down in sound quality by going bigger without the spacer. So, or either do it right or don't do it at all. But no big deal. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to install car audio for a living at some point, and I believe so did Mickey, so we got this handled. The other side wasn't even connected. And whoever did the wiring on this, not so good. Check this out. So this is the original plug for the original speaker, and they just spliced into it to put this in. But don't worry, you know me. I'm gonna cut solder when we get new speakers and put it in, but first this needs to go to paint shop first. So we're not gonna worry about that now. Carpets are out. Like I said, it's a two-piece carpet, one for this side, one for the other side. We just found this, so we are going to trace this, see where it goes, and we also found this wire right here, which is going through the frunk. Yes, the frunk, and we have to trace that out. Let's see where that goes. We just realized that even this frunk latch opener is blue, so now we may have to go back and pick up that piece. But for now, I believe we have everything out. What I will do right now, I am going to plugging the cluster back in it and somehow secure it so it won't be flopping around when it goes to paint. I do have to remove this, and the headliner. If there's one tool you guys need, is this. This tool will actually, and they sell plastic ones that you can buy, but these metal ones are awesome.
So now that we've got the whole interior out of this car, you're welcome. We're gonna go ahead and unfuck the wiring, because there's a whole lot of car stereo shop crap going on in here.
Right about this one.
What is that? What do you got there?
No idea. There's 4 wires, white, brown, black, and red. And it goes that way.
So I'm gonna see if I can figure out where these are coming through the firewall here.
See it? I'm pushing on it.
Yep.
That's the one.
I don't know where it goes to, but we've got it out here now. Let's see what they're using it to wire some sensors. That's what I pulled on earlier, puto.
Well, it wasn't.
They've got it tied into something. You know what it's for? It's for this ghetto thing. I bet you it was for a sensor in case somebody popped the...
Oh, there's the alarm horn.
Yeah, there's our alarm horn. Okay. So these wires are for an alarm horn, and then they had some ghetto rigged sensor hooked up
what that is. Yeah.
here. It was here where these holes that they smoked into the metal are. And we're gonna rip all that out because that's just not Mickey spec or Ricky Styles. It's gotta be changed.
Kinda like it.
You would. And you know what we do with these aftermarket alarms around here, boys?
Hey, I could have used that in my car.
In the trash. Ricky doesn't get to use that on his car. And you know what we do with self-tapping screws around here?
We use them.
Trash.
We reuse them.
No, we don't.
Just clean them up.
No, we don't. All right, well, now that we've rid this thing of a couple extra wires that it didn't need, there is one more down in the driver's side footwell that looks like a noose of some sort. We're not really sure what that's for. Guessing maybe they had an amp mounted up in the frunk.
It's going to the front.
All up in the frunk. Oh, look at that. Can we have a good look at it? It looks like a noose.
Oh yeah.
You looped it, taped it. Where is our mysterious red wire going? I don't even see it at the moment. Oh, I got it. This thing goes directly to the battery and it's actually hooked up. So that thing was live, just sitting in the footwell.
Nah.
Yes. Awesome. Gotta love it. Thank you, whatever stereo shop you were. You are the real heroes.
You're gonna make this baby brand new again.
So now that we've actually rid this car of a bunch of unnecessary wiring and stuff that it doesn't need, we're gonna go ahead and clean out this tray in here. It smells like rotten cat piss. Evan and the guys scrubbed the f out of these carpets. It's still stunk in here. We now know why. Same thing we ran into with my FD, right? It's not actually the carpet that smells once you clean it, it's the stuff underneath the carpet, which is this, usually the brown carpet padding. It's actually this stuff. The liquids get soaked up in this carpet padding, and you can clean the carpets to your heart's content, but you're never gonna get that clean because it's underneath, and it stays wet for a lot longer than the carpet does on top of it, and the stink just lingers. Believe it or not, this car smells worse now with everything pulled out than it did with it in after they cleaned the carpet. So we're gonna suck all this up, wipe it all down with some wet sponges and soap, and the smell will finally go away for us. All right, well, before we dig into this interior any further, it's about time for a Coke and Twix break, because that's what we do around here. Ricky's been a bad influence on me. Ever since he started hanging around, I've been drinking Coke, eating Twix. I might need a support group. It's getting pretty bad, boys.
They are bomb.
In typical Ricky fashion, you know, I stopped for a Coke and a Twix break, and he just shows up with freaking wings.
Wings and Cokes.
Where'd you get those?
Come on, brother. You know where I got it from.
I don't know.
Pacino's. Pacino's New York style pizza. Pizza and wings.
So Ricky has moved on from a Coke and Twix addiction to a wings addiction, and Pacino's is his flavor of choice.
Hold on. Let me show you the truth. Why I'm not eating Twix.
Man,
no. Hey, that's traitor. Look at that. Traitor. That's the right side, by the way.
I'm an equal opportunity Twix eater. Left or right, I don't care. They all taste the same to me. Oh, hell no. I'm locked out. Locked out.
Dude, it smells so bad in here.
I grabbed a high power spray bottle with some all-purpose cleaner in it, like Simple Green or Purple Power, basically just soaking this whole area. We weren't as, it wasn't as easy to get the old brown crap off the floor because this is where the driver's feet were every time somebody was in this car. That's where their heels were resting, so it really grounded into the floor pan. So I'm hoping that soaking this all-purpose cleaner on it will help to get it up. Looks like it's already breaking it loose. So I'll let this soak for a few minutes. This is some caustic stuff. It really stinks, but I'll go in here with a brush and brush this all up. It should be like brand new when it's done.
Nice.
One thing you guys need to see is that this car actually has mold in it. So this is where a lot of the smell is coming from. These are all mold spores all around here. We probably should be wearing respirator masks while we're doing this just because of that, but we're gonna go ahead and just get it cleaned up real quick and be men about it.
Oh my God, look at this thing.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I mean, look at this side already, though.
That's like a pool of poop. Oh, that's what it did. That brand new car.
Doesn't smell that bad.
No, it smells really good now.
There's still mold.
Oh my God, back there too. That's nasty.
All right, so we're about 90% done here. Ricky's just doing some final wiping. We haven't done the inside of the door panels yet, and I don't know that that's gonna get done today, but we did get very far on the floor pan. As you can see, it cleaned up really well, and thankfully that pee smell is gone, right? It's gone.
It is gone. It is gone.
I have one more handle that we've cleaned up. I didn't wait overnight, but as you can see, I've wiped off the Meguiar's black plastic restorer. These handles look like new, other than a little bit of fading on the lock here. But hey, what can you expect from a 1991? So we're gonna go ahead and put this one back on the passenger side door. The driver's side door is already in, functioning, looks great. So now we just gotta get the black door panels back on. And man, we're headed in the right direction. So we're gonna call it a day today here. I think it's a good stopping point for us. And we're gonna jump back on this. We need to source some black carpet. If you know where we can find 91 and up black SW20 carpet, please drop us a note and let us know. Or any other interior bits that you may have laying around that we could use, let us know. These cars aren't easy to find parts for. Thank you guys again for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for the comments, all the thumbs up or thumbs down. We love it all. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.